The video that you are about to view contains material created by the Writing and Reading Center at Fresno City College. We base the information used on fact and research to the best of our knowledge. As the viewer of this video, you should always follow the directions given to you by your instructor. The materials covered in these videos should be viewed as supplemental only.
Hello, my name is Ashley.
And I'm Adrian.
Welcome to The Tutors.
Today we will be taking a closer look at the ending of the essay, also known as the conclusion.
Conclusions close out everything we write, whether it's an essay for an English class or even history.
Since the conclusion is the last thing your reader reads, it's a very important section that demands attention.
To be specific, the conclusion is the last section of your essay.
A conclusion completes the essay and re-emphasizes your thesis statement or your main ideas.
The concluding paragraph brings the paper to a proper close without restating what has already been explained thoroughly in the essay.
The conclusion will not merely repeat ideas, nor will it bring up a new topic. Rather, it will give an implicit summary of the paper and then give a unique perspective on the material discussed, re-emphasizing the thesis to the reader, often in the first sentence.
There are 4 different approaches to conclusion styles. It is important to note that you should always use a specific style suggested by your professor.
For the purpose of this video, we will be using cars as a writing example. The 4 types of conclusions are 1. Restatement and recommendation, 2. Prediction, 3. Allusion, and 4. Quotation.
Number 1 is restatement and recommendation.
Here, the major points of the paper are given in a summary form, and a suggestion is made to the reader about the topic.
For example, take good care of your car.
Number 2 is prediction.
The writer of a paper may want to predict what will happen with his or her topic in the future.
For example, the electric car will take over the car industry.
Number 3 is allusion.
The writer may choose to write an appropriate story to get his point across to the reader. This will allow the reader to relate better to the subject.
For example, the college's football coach had a '57 Chevy.
Number 4 is quotation.
This can give more validity to your argument if it is a quotation from an expert in the subject.
For example, according to the American Auto Association, electric and hybrid vehicles will primarily be used on highways by 2016.
The most common conclusions that we see in the Writing and Reading Center are the restatement and recommendation conclusion and the prediction and conclusion.
Here's an example of a restatement and recommendation conclusion.
Americans have much more to learn about their automobiles than they think. It takes a good deal of research and advice from other people in order to get acquainted with the basics of a car. It also requires car owners to confront their fears about fixing their vehicles and to take risk in doing so. Finally, car owners must be wise in choosing the right type of mechanic to work on their cars when the problems become too large to handle. All these steps are absolutely essential to follow if Americans ever want to get beyond their common experience regarding automobiles.
Thanks, Ashley. That was quite a mouthful. As you can tell by this example, the author has made a point to restate the main ideas of the essay and the conclusion. The author has also made recommendations about what should be done regarding this situation.
Now, here's an example of a prediction conclusion.
The prevailing ignorance of basic auto mechanics on Americans' part is indeed appalling. However, in spite of the current situation, there is hope on the horizon. The number of people showing interest in car maintenance has already increased at a steady rate over the past few years. Having grown tired and frustrated by the excessive amount of money they have to spend on shops and auto mechanics, Americans have come to realize that car maintenance is much more essential than they had thought. If this trend continues, Americans can hopefully predict the coming of an age where their dependence upon others for car smarts will finally become obsolete.
Thanks, Adrian. That example really addresses the author's prediction of what will happen in America's future regarding cars and their maintenance, which was the main topic used in the essay.
As you can see, writing a conclusion takes time and thought. It's a necessary element of any essay. After all, it's the closer.
Take some time to write examples of your own, and always remember to write the types of conclusions your professor requires.
If you are unsure, look for guidance using your assignment prompt or ask. If there are no clear directions or your professor doesn't give specifics, it's up to you to choose the conclusion style that best suits the needs of your topic.
As the author of your essay, you will sometimes need to make these types of writing decisions when they are not specified by your professor or your prompt. That's what college is all about.
Hopefully you now have a better understanding of what a conclusion is and how to make one on your own.
If you seek further support, check out the links we have posted below.
If you need help with additional terminology regarding English, reading, or writing, please check out our other videos.
Don't forget that you can also come to the FCC Writing and Reading Center. Our hours are also listed below.
And if you're up to it, take our self-assessment based on this video. The link is posted below.
Good luck with your assignment. Bye!
Bye!